Hi, I'm William Howe and you're watching Sporting Icons.
All right, the Boro Balboa and his dad. How are you, Will, Allan?
Senior Balboa.
Senior Balboa, yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Very good, very good.
So you've just done some tech sparring with Stephen and Mickey. How you feel about it?
Good, good. Obviously, I've just come back. I've been on holiday myself. I've had a bit of time off. It was just good to get back in, get back going, and throwing punches again. Yeah.
So what's next for you then?
At the moment, I'm back down a week on Monday. I'm back down with Peter and Hughie in camp for his fight against Michael Hunter. Hopefully that's on the back end of September. So I'm back down there, and then hopefully a few more amateur fights before anything else really. Before I start thinking about out like that.
Now you was with Hughie for the camp before he got ill. Now, a lot of people saying he weren't really ill. He pulled out. He didn't fancy the Michael Hunter fight. What's your response to them people?
I watched. He was bad. He was bad, and it showed the mentality he had because he was still sparring. He wasn't pulling out sparring. He was still continuing to spar at a good level and a good pace. He just obviously, as he got worse, the rounds got shorter.
His dad forced him home.
Yeah,
Peter forced him home to go. William was there. William was ready to spar. Peter had sent, as far as I know, we had gone back to England to get some treatment, and they were expecting him to come back. They left William in France waiting for him to return. Obviously, it didn't happen because the professional people had said he needed a proper rest, a good rest. There was no point. So everybody who thinks that, I tell you the truth, you read it from outside. We were there, and he was poorly. They wouldn't be paying the lad money to be out there and keeping in a villa if they didn't think he was fighting. He was ready to fight, Hughie.
Is this camp going to be in UK this time? Is it or?
Yeah, it's back where they normally train.
Back Manchester.
Manchester, back in Manchester for them. Obviously, it'll be a good. I'm guessing it'll be a good 8-week camp for Hughie now to get back up to speed and back to his normal self.
So you said that you're going to have like a few amateur fights, like a coming up. Is one of them a tournament? Is it or?
Yeah, there's the boys club back on. That's October time. There's that coming up, and obviously my club, the Headland Show. That's still a thing, and obviously it's good to be boxing at home, really. Do you know what I mean? But so it's good to be back
what
there.
we're looking at as well is he's up to speed, isn't he? He's in a massive camp, brilliant boxers, sparring top lads from the country. Probably Nathan Gorman's on about going down there, and that's where William's going to be in with these kind of lads. He's been in with Fabio. So these lads are going to be pushing William. He's not going to be the bully and the top lad. He's going to be bullied to fight and box. So obviously he's in fantastic form for a fight, isn't he? So if it's an amateur fight, why aren't you going to take it? He's going to fight a top lad, Ike, probably in the thing, who's in GB squad, isn't he? It's going to be a top level amateur fighter who's at GB level. That William's going to fight. We're not going to just take somebody who we think so that amateur. In the boys club, because William's still under 22, he's 20, still a bairn really. So he can go in the boys club, and hopefully we get a couple of fights there, and that's like something to train for William as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I've said it for quite some time, ever since I first seen you 2.5 years ago down in Middlesbrough, that you have a style for the pro game.
Yeah, I would definitely say my style is suited to the programme. I think that's my nickname, the Boro Balboa. I'm always in good fights. So
You like getting it?
Yeah, like getting it, but obviously not as dramatic as the movies. But that's everyone says I'm suited to the pros. So obviously I think that's something that
It's a natural progression.
It's a natural progression and stuff it's just going to take time, and obviously you have to think about it. And I'm only young, so it's just about taking the right steps at the right time.
And how would you feel about Will turning pro?
Well, it's all geared up for William to turn pro. He's got fantastic sponsors. He's got fantastic people behind him, like yourself, who promote him and help him. He's got everything set up to be a professional fighter if that's the way he wants to go. And we're not saying if he turned over in October or November or January, he's going to fight. He mightn't fight for another 9 months as a professional fighter. It might just be training. And there are things that can come. He's got the styles to do it. I mean, I think 3 rounds, I was saying amateur, in 3 rounds, William gets stronger. He always looks like, I always think, if he had another round here, he'd have this. So there are a couple of lads he's been beat off who've been top like European champions and ABA champions. He's not losing to like anybody. He's losing to the lads who are as equal to him on that day. But I always think, give him another round. You've been there with Declan. Quality fight, quality fighter. And William just started to get into his stride. First round maybe Declan, second round close. William won the third. Declan got the point. So that gave it to William. But give it another round, I would have said William would have took it. More comfortable. And that's with Harvey, who won the ABAs this year, great lad from Brighton. But I think he come out with that and he was like nodding unsure who would won. 3 rounds is quite a fast, isn't it, to pick a winner. Yeah. Someone who's clever and can keep out the way and do that. William likes to get on top of them and entertainment. So whenever you watch William, and you can ask all the lads who used to box, Adam Azim, Dennis McCann, all these who box with William, Tommy Fletcher, John Edges, they're all pros now. He used to say, I would come and pay to watch your fights, didn't I? And that's from professional lads who were doing it. He would always be in an entertaining fight. Well, Chisora without the losses.
So basically then, I suppose the best way to put it is that there's no immediate plan to turn pro, but it's very tempting for you to turn pro sooner rather than later. But any sponsor out there, any promoters, whatever, hit you up, tempt you even more.
Marcy now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my dad saying that. I just train, and obviously I let my dad sort all the sponsors and promotion side out, because I just want to be in the gym training. That's all I want to do, and obviously my dad helps. That's a massive help, and it's a lot of strain off my shoulders to have someone help me out like that, really, because that's what you want to be doing. You just want to be in the gym training. You don't want to be thinking about anything else.
Definitely. So what's the plan now then? Are you going to have a couple of days off, then you're sparring? Is it a Monday ahead?
I'm back down Monday with Mick to get ready for to be back down there, really, just get back up to speed a little bit. Monday morning. I've got Monday morning training.
Monday night sparring. He's got Tuesday. He's got all week next week, Monday to Friday. The kid's still working for Close Protection, who's one of his sponsors. So he's picking up a shift every Saturday. Because he'll be down Peters Monday to Thursday. So he's still going to pick a shift up and work. He's got other sponsors, which was Acklam Cars, On Point Aluminium, Close Protection, Rose Funerals, Bespoke, Insurance, Surface Smart. He's got quite a lot of lads there. Have I missed anybody?
RIP.
These have just come in and given them lots of equipment. RIP from Hartlepool, but all local companies behind the Boro Balboa. And Boro might think, oh, Middlesbrough. Well, obviously he's Middlesbrough, but Boro of Hartlepool, Boro of Newcastle, Boro of anywhere. He's a Boro Balboa for the people. All right, and when he gets better, British Balboa. All right, so that's who he is. He's an entertaining fight. He's back off his holidays, and he's got a hard one-to-one sessions for 5 days this week. Goes to work. Sunday go for a good run, and then we're down Manchester and we hit the ground running down there and show what he's all about. But I can honestly say, we're going about pro. William could be a pro. He could beat some professional fighters now, but he doesn't have to rush it. He's got enough time. He's got enough help of his family, friends, to make it when he has to make it. But if you get a good opportunity, like us all, you take the opportunity. So we're not saying what that opportunity will be and when it will be. And we've got people who might fancy William now as promoters and all sorts of things. But we haven't looked into anything like that. But he can do it when he wants to. And it's up to him. He's, I've always been there and I'll always be his dad and I'll always try and guide. But potentially, and it's William who makes the decisions. And I'll just give him advice like any dad would. What you think. But, he's been, like I've mentioned, them lads who were boxers. William's been in with all that. He's been in that camps with all them. All them have turned over and look what they're doing. So as far as I'm concerned with William, he's as equally as good. He was picked for the World Championships. He was ranked. He couldn't go because of COVID. He was 3rd ranked in the Europeans to go to the Europeans, and he was 9th in the world, weren't you? To go to the Worlds. And a couple of them, when he was ranked, wouldn't have been able to fight in the Worlds because they were too old. So he's probably ranked and would have been up. He was ready and raring to go, and that would have promoted him. But obviously, it didn't. He's lost to Harvey, who went on to win the ABAs, and that's kind of held him back a little bit. But they were very, if anybody watches them, though, close fights. People think William won, some people think Harvey. It's what you're looking at, isn't it? So he's ready, and he's ready if he wants to turn pro. The kid's got the head, he's got a chin, you've seen him. He'll take a shot and give a shot. So you might think, oh, he's getting hit a lot, but he'll cover up a lot and he'll hit as hard as, same with 2 grown men then, aren't they? 6'7" Steele's a quality boxer. Mickey Tyrrell will go down and bare knuckle fight anybody. And the kid he can stand toe to toe if he wants to, or he'll get stuck in. You know, and I'm not bothered what. I've never seen anybody of Williams' ilk who stands toe-to-toe with them. They normally walk back. The only lad who does that's Mickey, who kind of stand toe-to-toe. The rest of them all walk away. They all go on the back foot. You know, and William will attack them. And sometimes he doesn't need to make that fight, but it's the way he does, isn't it?
Well, I imagine in like a couple of years, how good he's going to be, though.
Well, that's the idea. You've said in 2 years. You've just said there in your interview, you said 2 years, how's he come on in 2 years? Yeah. You know, and that's been a COVID 2 year. It's been very difficult. In them 2 years, he's had 5 fights. 5 fights. 5 fights in 2 years, 3 minutes. It's not like majorly, and that was against ABA champion, double champion. Yeah. That's your 5 fights, isn't it? They fought him twice, and then who was the other one? Anyway, the other one doesn't matter. So he's ready, and he'll box any amateur and give them an hell of a show. And I'm sure over 40, I'd prefer him on 6 rounds, but over 6 rounds, I couldn't see many lads that 0 to 5 fighters who would be able to beat him. Yeah. And that's just my prediction. 0 to 5 fighters wouldn't beat him at this moment in time. Or give us a 6-week camp, obviously. He's just come back off his holidays. But they wouldn't fight him. And you've said earlier on, 2 years is a massive difference. So 2 years, he's 22. Yeah, right. What's he going to be like then? He's gone from 16 stone to 17.3, 17.4, aren't you? Just off the holidays, might back down. He's a natural heavyweight. Look at his legs. Yeah. He's not an heavyweight as in he's carrying it round here. It's his legs. Yeah. His legs are massive. And that's, you know, he's got a massive chin. He's got a great punch. So he's all set up for it then. It's exciting.
Most heavyweights are kind of mature and get into like their own strength to like late 20s, don't they? Yeah. Some even early 30s.
Well, you're looking, Steve's, 30? He's just breaking through, isn't he? Hopefully he's going to have this win, and then hopefully Steve gets a good English title fight. He deserves that. But you look at Darryl Hall from round here, 30s. Yeah. You know, even the lad Igo, William Beats, in emerging talent, I think he's 30. You know, it's like emerging talent at 30 is an heavyweight. So people don't think that's old, do they?
You have a lot of time as everywhere. That's one of my things at the moment. I can take as much time as I want, because I could go for another 7 years and turn over, because if you've got that much time, you can go till 40, and there's people everywhere that's now still boxing 45, 46, 47. So
you have to think.
Yeah, but you have to.
You're boxing's 9, haven't you?
Yeah, boxing's 9-year-old. So I've been boxing longer than I've known, really. Yeah. So I've done it at more than half my life. So 20-year-old now. So that's what you've got to look at.
He's had 3 weeks out, gone to Ibiza with the lads, gone away with his girlfriend, did a little bit of training in Portugal, we won't lie to you, but he's come here after 8 weeks of not sparring, 3 weeks of not really training, and stuck 6 rounds in, hasn't he?
And had a fight with a shower.
Yeah. No, and I had a good old fight with a shower, yeah.
Yeah, correct, yeah. Yeah, so he's done that, hasn't he? He's done 6 rounds with 2 lads who were ready to fight and in the peak, and he stood his ground and he's been away. Yeah. So, you know, who's to say he's not ready? And you'll never know. And if we don't take opportunities, if they come, who's to say you get them opportunities again? Life's too short, isn't it? Don't know what could happen. You know, horrible things can happen in life, so you take your opportunity when you can, and you make the best of it then. But there's not a rush if you turn pro. If you turn pro tomorrow, there's not a rush to see Williams fighting next year. You know, he might just train and spar top lads. You know, loads of lads are coming through, loads of good heavyweights, massive again, isn't it? And especially in this country, you've got quality ones who are above William at this moment. I'm not saying about Fabio, Nathan Gorman, just in British level. You've got Stay English level. But then there'll be a few lads who are coming through, and William is ready for them. Yeah. And he's the next batch. You know, they rave about another lad, and we won't give him air time, and I've talked to you about him, but he'll take him, I tell you now, and whatever they think, and that's a fight for the future. It'll be a fantastic fight, and always, but we know it's there, don't we? Yeah. And that's the biggest rivalry be between them two. You'll give it 5 years, you'll see, the lad I talk to you about, that'll be the rivalry.
Well, I'll give you a couple of fights in before we start putting pressure on you to call him out.
Well, he hasn't fought yet.
Yeah, we're all just kids still now, aren't we? We're all just kids still, so obviously we're all just got as much time as I want, like I said, with everyone, and obviously it's just taking time and just enjoying everything while you can, because the thing is with this game, you've got to enjoy it and you've got to love it, because if you don't, it's a dangerous game to be involved. So everything's just about enjoying it, and everything's serious when it has to be serious, and everything's a laugh when it can be a laugh. That's my best way to look at it. So I'm just I'm just enjoying all my time and learning and getting in with people. And like I said, it's all experience and it's all stuff to talk about when you're an old man in it. So
I had a great saying. It said, train like you've never won and fight like you've never lost. I think that's a good saying, isn't it?
Yeah,
I heard that the other day and I said to you, that's good for the tattoo. It's a good, like, isn't it? Not that he's going to have a tattoo, he'll be one of the untattooed people of boxing. But yeah, I think that's a good saying. That, you know what I mean? So I think that's how you do. You train, you know, and you want to fight and whatever, and then when you get in there, you've never lost, so you're confident and you're like that. And I think that's good
good mindset to have, isn't it?
it's a good thing, yeah. It's a good saying. I liked it. Sometimes the saying's a good honour, and I like that. And that's how you do, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Player, he's been on holidays, had some good time.
Yeah, but I've had, like I say, I've trained all the way through from January till end of June, really, and then I've enjoyed my time. I've had a few, probably.
Been away with your mates and that.
Been with my mates
on board, don't you? And go on holiday with all that.
So
Get your trainers pinched and your flip flops and your
trainers pinched before I'm pinched and that, but
your driving
it's all started, driving licence, it's all stories on it, so something to laugh about.
Okay, so there's somebody driving around with a William Howe driving licence, is there?
Yeah, William Howe driving licence, a William Howe phone, all my contacts on, and the wallet actually, the Gucci wallet. So.
Bloody hell, man. All right, and guys, good to catch up with you, and we'll definitely be catching up again soon.
Cheers, thank you. Mate.
Brilliant, thank you. Thank you for your support. We really, really appreciate it, and for all the sponsors, we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.